What if we could take a moment in life and turn it from dull, boo, boring, to extraordinary? Like, while you're waiting in line for coffee, it can turn into a moment of bliss. Or when you're arguing with a family member, it can turn into a moment of inner peace. All you have to do is decide what you want to experience and focus in on that. And everything else will fade to the background. Think of a person in your life that you love that's a little bit annoying to you. Like, they kind of tick you off sometimes. And so imagine you're going out to get lunch with them, and you say to the waiter, like, hey, I'll get some fries. And that person just, they scoff at you. Like, and the first thing you think is, oh my God, all this person does is judge me. They're so judgmental every time I go out with them. So for the rest of the meal, all you can notice is all the ways that you don't like them. How they put the water down, how they talk to the waiter. All of those little things become your whole experience. You're not enjoying the meal that you're eating. You're not even noticing that you have quality time with this person. All you're noticing is your focus on annoyance. Now let's take that same moment and focus in on love and compassion. How might that change it? Well, maybe when you see them, instead, you feel their warm embrace. And when they scoff at the fries, you have a little compassion for them. Maybe they're having a hard day. Maybe they can't have fries this week. Maybe they have a memory of you with fries and it's funny. You know, could be anything. But with that shift, you're able to transform this person to a person that you love, from someone who's annoying to someone that you genuinely care for and want to show up for. So think of your life like a Broadway play, like the best Broadway play that you've ever seen, because you know it's your life. And even if you don't like Broadway, this is the one that you like. And every single character in that show is one of your thoughts. So you have a person who's singing, you have a person who's dancing, another person who's in the corner hiding. But you as the director have the opportunity to take the spotlight and put it on one character. And that character decides the rest of the play. How does it feel? Where does the plot go? You have that choice. And just like the director isn't the characters, you are not your thoughts. The way the director isn't the play, you are the creator of your life. So you have this ability to really focus in on the things that you think are worth your time. So for me, from like late high school to my early 20s, my lead character was Fear. Fear was really loud. Fear would show up and say, you don't deserve anything but pain. People will betray you. Just expect it. Just wait for it. You're going to be left out. You're going to be left behind. So just, that's what it is. That's life. Well, my play sucked for a couple years. And I kept looking for all the reasons why that lead character was right. And I got myself into this cycle of abusive relationships. I thought that was normal. I thought that's what you were supposed to have because that's what Fear told me. I went through a lot of unnecessary emotional, physical, spiritual violence because of this lead character that I decided to put the light on. But after a while, I got sick and tired of being sick and tired. And I did some soul searching. And I came across a lot of amazing teachers, and this one mentor told me, you don't have to have this life. This is optional. They're not the reason that you're unhappy. And I was like, that's crazy. Of course they are. Like, these people are the reason that I'm miserable. Like, do you not understand my story? And she said, no, because it's coming from you, from your mind. And it took me a really long time to understand what she meant. That I didn't have to suffer. And what I learned was that I was actually love. I am love. Love was not coming from anyone else. So comes in meditation, this tried and true method that's thousands of years old, where you just focus on one object. That's it. You just focus on one object. So my object was my future self, and she was gorgeous and compassionate and kind and smart. And she cared about me. And when we meditated, she sat across from me, she held my hand, and she said, "I love you so much." She showed me the strengths that I forgot that I had, and the gifts that I had. And she held me and reminded me that I could be whoever I wanted to be. And that was really cool. That was really cool to find out. So the more that I spent time with her, the more that the two of us became one person. And so it's just this magical thing. Meditation can change your past. It's like a time traveling machine. It can change your future, literally change your future. And it brings you home to yourself. All we're looking for ever is love. And meditation brings you home to yourself, which is the ultimate source of love. And so I eventually got out of this perpetual cycle of being in these repetitive, abusive relationships, and got really clear on what I wanted out of life. It even went into my career. I realized that I wanted to empower people to live their best, juiciest, happiest lives, because we can. You don't have to just die slowly. You can actually be happy, and there are ways to do it. Anybody, literally anybody can do it. And yeah, here I am years later, helping people on their journey as their ally, as a mental health coach, life coach, a meditation teacher. And I'll just invite you, the next time that you are in line for coffee, try to meditate. Just focus on one thing. And my favorite is gratitude. So imagine you're in line for coffee, but this time you're imagining a farmer planting that coffee seed for you into the soil. And they're watering it, and they're giving it sunshine. And it sprouts, and it produces these red coffee cherries that turn into green coffee beans. And they're picked just for you, and they're washed, and they're packaged, and they're sent out into the world just to get to that cafe that you're waiting in line at, so that the barista can pour it into a cup and mix it with your favorite milks and your favorite syrups, all so that by the time you get to the end of that line, you have a miracle in your hand. Pretty extraordinary, right? Thank you.